Hey, it's John with Vision Advisors. Thank you for joining me as we have an opportunity to talk about some 2020 money making ideas. Money making ideas are great, and one of the first places to start is in the area of reflective thinking. If you've not had an opportunity to sit down and look back at 2019, to look at your practice, what worked well, what worked okay, what didn't work, and really doing some investigative, reflective thinking and have that honest man in the mirror moment to be able to say, what did I do well? What could I have done better? What do I need to stop doing? Let me give you 4 quick questions you need to make sure that you answer as part of a 2019 review. Number 1, what did you do well in 2019 that you should do more of in 2020? If you knocked it out of the park in 2019 in one particular area of sales and marketing, what do you need to do more of that in 2020? Second question, what did you do okay in 2019 that you should keep doing in 2020? Maybe it's one of those steady revenue generating activities that you don't want to stop, but you don't want to just put a lot of additional effort into, but you want to keep that going because it's revenue positive for you. Question number 3, what did you do poorly last year that you should stop doing this year? That's a very important question because oftentimes we think because something failed, well, it'll do better next time. Well, odds are it won't. What did you do poorly you should stop doing? And then the last question is this, what were you not doing last year that you should start doing this year? What did you not do in 2019 that you should start doing in 2020 to grow your practice and to see more success? Here at Vision Advisors, we've got a number of tools and resources that we bring to help you grow your practice. For some of you, maybe it's seminars, having an opportunity to engage in some of the messages that we've developed and some of our strategic partners have developed that speak to specific concerns and fears that your clients are dealing with every single day. The things that keep them awake at night, the things that allow them to wake up from sleep afraid that maybe they're going to outlive their income, or maybe they're concerned about getting sick and not having the money to pay. There's a variety of concerns your clients have. And when you can get a group of people into the room and speak to that passionately and bring clarity to how you help them solve that problem, you can see success as a producer. That's an area that not only can we help you with the message itself, but we can also help you with the delivery of that message by helping you become a better speaker at what you do. Maybe it's helping you develop a message that you're delivering either physically or digitally to your clients. When we think of direct mail today, we typically go back and we think of old school direct mail, which still works and works quite effectively. And what we've seen is as individuals have transitioned to other forms of marketing, this is an area the financial services industry has abandoned, and yet it is still very much a relevant opportunity to connect with clients. But direct mail does not always have to be physical. You can engage in digital direct mail through email marketing, and we'll talk more about that in just a minute. Another area that's often overlooked is the area of adult education. You spent time, energy, and effort to bring prospects into your office, or you've gone to visit them, and you've gone through a series of steps to turn that prospect into a client. And now that you've got that client, what are you doing to keep that client engaged and to train that client to become a center of influence for you? One of the ways that we at Vision are helping producers see success is in the area of adult education. Once a month, once a quarter, or maybe it's a 2 or 3 week class that you offer a couple of times a year, or connecting and partnering with a local community college to be able to invite your current clients in for education on a specific topic that deals with areas of concern that they may have. It gives your clients an opportunity to be trained and coached to become those centers of influence that invite and bring their friends, their family, their neighbors, and their coworkers to attend an event with you. Now, not only can Vision Advisors help in that adult education space, when it comes to email marketing and social media marketing, this is a growing trend in the industry. And this is an area in 2020 we're going to be spending a lot of time with producers, helping them increase and expand their presence online. One of the fastest growing segments of the marketplace today, especially in the area of social media, are the middle income, middle aged prospect. The financial prospects that want and need what you have to offer are getting online. Why? Because their kids are moving across the country and they want to stay connected with their kids, but more importantly, with their grandkids. And social media allows them to do that. Email marketing is still a great way to connect with your clients, going back into your database and building a regular campaign to educate, to inform, to share information, and to share ideas and opportunities where you are solving problems that your clients maybe didn't look to you initially, but when they know that you solve those problems, they may have that need themselves, or again, they may know someone that has a need that you're speaking to in those communiques. This can be a very powerful way to stay top of mind with your clients and really stay connected. And of course, there's always the telephone. In this age today when everybody wants to text and everybody wants to email, there's something to be said for picking up the phone and calling your clients and having a conversation. Maybe it's to schedule an annual review. Maybe it's just a courtesy call. How are you doing, Mr. and Mrs. Smith? It's been a while since we've talked. I just wanted to find out what's going on in your life. And taking a few minutes to have those conversational calls that aren't necessarily sales related, but are relationship building, raises your know you, like you, trust you factor with your clients in an amazing way. Again, these are some tools and tips and things that we train and teach and help producers put plans together to implement to see success. If you don't pick up the phone and call the people that attend an event, you wasted that event. You pay money for leads. You don't pick up the phone and make the call. You wasted those leads. Teaching you how to engage and engage effectively, and not just to communicate, but to connect, is something that we believe is valuable here at Vision Advisors. And that's another area that we teach and train on as well. But at the end of the day, you got to have a plan. Because the old adage, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And nobody wants to fail in 2020, but if you haven't taken the time to do some reflective thinking and really mapped out a success plan, where are you going in 2020 that's going to be any different than where you went in 2019? Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, has a 3-step process for prioritizing and making sure that he is singularly focused on what's important in his business. Here's his ideas. He says, number one, you make a list of all of the strategies that you could employ in 2020. For you, it's sales and marketing. What are the sales and marketing strategies that you could employ in 2020? Make a list of all of those things that you're good at, that either worked well or worked okay, that you want to keep doing in 2020. And then after you've made that list, that exhaustive list on a piece of paper, now comes step 2. Go back and circle the top 3. What are the best opportunities out of all of the strategies that you've written down that are important? What are the top 3 best opportunities for you to see success in 2020? Now, after you've done step 1 and you've done step 2, step 3 is probably the most important at all. And that's this: throw the rest of the list away. Warren Buffett says you focus on no more than 3 things, and you make those 3 things extremely successful. Matter of fact, Jim Collins, the author of the book Good to Great, says if you've got more than 3 goals or objectives, you don't have any goals or objectives at all, because now you're just not focused on anything. So out of all the things you could employ, what are the top 3? And then throw the rest of the list away, put the blinders on, and go to work. Are you interested in doubling your income in 2020? We've got a whole video training that we do on that. Let me quickly give you the success formula that the top entrepreneurs in the world use to grow and double their business every year. 30 plus 20 plus 30 equals 100%. So what does this formula break down to? Here you go. The number 30. You need to increase your existing customer base by 30%. So if you've got 100 clients today, then over the course of the next 12 months, you need to add 30 clients. Now that works out to be just a little over 2 clients a month. So here's a question. How many appointments do you need to have to pick up an average of 2 to 3 new clients a month? When it comes to the number 20, the second number in our success formula, That's increasing your average case size by 20%. Now let's assume you're a fixed indexed annuity writer and your average case size is $125,000. Your 2020 goal to meet that 20% increase number is raising your average sale to $150,000. Again, incremental steps that can bring about exponential returns. And then the last number in that equation that we saw is 30. What is the number 30? You've got to increase the total number of cases that you write during 2020 by 30%. So let's assume on average that you average 16 apps a month in your practice. That works out to be about 4 a week, and you know how many appointments you have to make that happen. So your goal is to go from really 16 apps a month to 21 apps a month. So essentially a little over 1 more application a week. Wow. Little incremental changes can bring about exponential results that allow you to essentially increase your production and your bottom line paycheck by 100% in 2020. 30 plus 20 plus 30 equals 100. It's not bad. Now, how many of you would like a 3,000% ROI opportunity? There's few of those out there in the industry today, and I think most of us would love to have the opportunity to invest in something that would give us a 3,000% return. But what is it? You know, we have to thank Les Brown for this one, and Les Brown says this. He points out the fact that the top 5% of all top achievers, on average, invest $3,000 annually in their own personal growth and development, while the bottom 95% of top achievers invest an average of only $7 in their personal growth and development. But here's what really stood out to me, and that's this. The top 5% earn more and accomplish more than the bottom 95% combined. The opportunity to invest in themselves, to become a better version of who they are, is valuable. The top sales professionals, the top CEOs, the top athletes in the world all have coaches, and they all invest in personal growth and development. Why? Because they know that every dollar they invest in themselves yields a $30 return when they apply it. Few investments in the world have a better return on investment than investing in yourself. Who wouldn't want to have a 3,000% return on investment? Because when you invest in yourself, you become better at who you are. And when you become better at who you are, you become better at what you do. And that's one of the reasons that in 2020, Vision is going to give you an opportunity to invest in yourself. And we're going to invest in you right alongside of you. And that is with our Vision Success Academy. We're going to bring you an opportunity to grow and to see success as we bring you trainings and resources from some of the most gifted world-class professionals and world-class programs in the marketplace. Our team of coaches and mentors and trainers have all gone through these trainings that you see online to have the opportunity to help you see success and to learn from world-class professionals who are the leaders in their industry when it comes to sales, influence, leadership, communication, relationships, consumer behavior, and neuromarketing. That's what we're going to be doing to invest in you and helping you invest in yourself. Now, again, at the end of the day, you got to have a plan. So my question for you is, what is your plan? You know, if you don't have one, maybe you need to call a timeout and come to the sidelines and have an opportunity to have a conversation with a coach, someone that can help talk through where you are and where you want to go, to help you put together a plan that can help you be successful and to have an opportunity to grow and to see the success that you want to see. Because what happens when you sit down with a coach, someone who maybe can see things that you can't see or has a different perspective than what you do, all of a sudden ideas begin to form. And when those ideas begin to form of different ways that you can engage with the people around you, that you can use your talents and gifts and strengths, and you can narrow down to the top 3 things you're going to focus on, all of a sudden, your plan comes into focus. And when your plan comes into focus, now you're able to build a bridge from where you are to achieve the success that you want to have. And that success is best achieved when you're working with a team. And that's where we come into play. Vision Advisors is more than just an IMO with great product. Everybody has great product, but what do we bring to the table? World-class training. The opportunity for you to invest in yourself to become better at who you are so that you become better at what you do. The opportunity to have access to some of the best sales and marketing tools and resources in the industry. That's our value add. We like to say here at Vision Advisors, we are big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. And I want you to know that in 2020, we are committed and dedicated to helping you see success. And we look forward to an opportunity to have a conversation with you to get that process started. Our number is 1-800-505-8489. You can also check us out on Facebook and LinkedIn. And if you're not following us there, you're missing sales opportunities, conversation starters, and information that we share daily on our Facebook and our LinkedIn pages to help you to engage with your customers. Hey, Happy New Year from Vision Advisors. We look forward to an opportunity to help you see the success that you want to see, and we are invested in your success in 2020 and beyond.